I guess we all would like to look great this spring, and you know, it's really a matter of balancing the simplicity of this year's fashions with maybe a new makeup approach. How do those makeup artists perfectly apply all of that wonderful makeup? Can we only wish for it, or can we learn how to do it ourselves? Well, we think we can. We've invited Barbe Ennis, who's a makeup artist, to join us this morning, along with Dana Seymour, who is our model. And you're going to show us all the different ways, right? One eye daytime and one eye nighttime?
Right. Well, what I'm going to do is kind of give you a real quick makeup when, you know, you have 2 minutes left in the morning. You kind of roll out of bed and you want to do something really fast.
For daytime?
For daytime,
okay.
right.
Is there a formula to this?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm actually using a rouge, and I'm brushing it all over the eye, just above the crease.
But it's not a really red rouge, is it?
No, it's kind of more of a contour color. The new earthy tones are really big for spring this year.
All right, now what's this, Barbara?
This is the same thing. Look up. And I'm going to use it underneath the lashes.
Underneath?
Yeah.
Now this won't give won't put bags under your eyes, will it?
No, this is just going to make her eyes seem larger.
You don't put very much, though. You really
real soft.
Is that the idea for spring this year?
Yes, very soft.
Is there one color that we should always wear, regardless of what we're wearing in clothes? The one that matches our eyes, or should it vary?
Well, I think it should vary. I think you should use makeup as more of an accessory.
All right, now what are you doing?
What I'm doing is I'm just going over with this new mustard color that's so popular.
All right, now we can all get this. The hard part is how you do the crease and where you stop the color on the eyelid, right?
The best way to demonstrate that is to use a pencil. And what I'm doing is I'm drawing a line just above the crease and then underneath. And then what I'm going to do is take a brush and blend it out. See, the other way, you get a real fast eye.
Should you always use a brush? It's really hard to do with your finger, isn't it, to blend?
Well, the fingers are really harsh on your skin, and the brush is really your tool. I think that you really have to use brushes.
I mean, that's an investment for makeup, you think, for everyone?
Definitely.
They don't have to cost a lot of money either, do they?
No.
Is there a difference, Barbara, in application of cream or shadow, or powder? Is there a difference in the way you apply?
Well, I like to use powders because I think that you have a lot more control with the application.
Do they stay on longer, too?
I think so, yeah.
Should you powder the eye first with just plain powder to take the oils off the eyelid?
Actually, I'll use a powder afterwards, sometimes, to set the makeup. I think it's nice to have a little bit of oil on the eyelid initially.
You're using so many colors. Is there a science to the blending of colors?
Well, what I like to do is use the darker shades on the outside, the lighter shades on the inside. So what you're doing is you're widening the eye.
All right, so you're saying that on Dana's eye, Dana, close your eye for a second. I just want to see you go from the middle out. Is that the idea?
Right.
Is that the biggest mistake we make? We cover the whole lid?
I think so, yeah. People have a tendency to use one color over the whole lid.
Show that again, if you would, when you finish this. This is your liner?
Yeah, I'm putting a little bit of liner again from the middle out.
You don't go inside, in toward the nose at all, then?
You could, if you really wanted to make it more dramatic.
All right, show the application of the shadow again, going from the middle out, because I think that's the biggest mistake that everybody makes, right?
Right. Okay.
Why a red shadow, or a shadow with the red colors?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm kind of coordinating her to her outfit and to like the lipstick she has on, to the rouge color. And afterwards, what I would do when I did apply the rouge is also brush it right over the top of the eye.
Oh, to again widen out the eye,
right.
Huh?
This whole area should be framed.
Now, do you think that the blues and the violets and all of those colors that if they're not applied right, they just kind of jump out at you, are those still in this year? Is that all right to use those?
Yeah, well, you're going to still see a lot of soft pinks this year, but I think the earth tones are coming back really strong because there's a lot of peaches, salmons, beiges, a lot of really nice, soft, earthy tones for spring. And I think your makeup always reflects fashion, the colors that are out for fashion.
So the one thing, if anyone takes one lesson away from this, it's to always work from the middle out with everything, liner and shadow, right?